Alright, since a lot of people asked me to do a tutorial on the command block boss I made, here is the tutorial for it. It's going to be long, but it will be very good at the end. Okay, so two major things we need for the boss are scoreboards and the execute command. Yeah, so that's it. For attacks, like, you will have a scoreboard counting like a cooldown, and every time scoreboard hits some random number, it's going to cast the attack. I'll show you that later, but for now let's start off with the boss preparations. This process will be a lot easier if you use a website I used. It's called MC Stalker, I think. Yeah, it's just a command generator. It's a lot easier. That's what I used for the boss, like summon wither skeleton, blah blah blah, and you can make him wear whatever you want, have whatever you want, modifiers and stuff. It makes the process a lot easier using a command block generator. This here is just for teleportation stuff. Anyways, firstly we will need a health storage, like where it stores the health data as scoreboard. We need a repeating command block that's always active, and the command is execute as your boss name run execute store result boss bar. This is just the name of your boss bar, and the value is run data get entity as health. Execute is like you make the mob run a command, which is here is at self instead of at E. It's a lot easier. So the second command is execute as name your boss name here run execute store result score dummy boss health. Like, this is the I named it so it's simple, but you can name it whatever you want. This is the scoreboard. It's a dummy scoreboard that is your boss's health, but in scoreboard numbers. I hope you understand it. Run data get entity as health. Alright, that's one of the most needed things for the boss. Now we are going to do the boss bar. Okay, this may seem a bit complicated, but it isn't. There are other methods you can use for a boss bar, but I use this one because it's easy and it's just redstone and stuff. Firstly, we need execute as a player. Yeah, this will only work with one player or the nearest player. So yeah, I don't think it will work for multiple players at once. The next episode I'll check a way to make it for multiple players. As a player, add self. I've entity type Minecraft wither skeleton. You can use whatever model you want. I just used the wither skeleton, distance 50. This is just so it checks every second. If there is a wither skeleton, this will light up, and if there is no wither skeleton, the boss bar will be gone. If there is a wither skeleton, then the boss bar will appear. boss bar set Minecraft blah blah blah, you can name it whatever you want. Players at player. These are normal command blocks, like they work on redstone. And this is also very important. Execute as at p at s store result boss bar Minecraft bb. You can call it whatever you want. This just shortened boss bar. Value run data get entity at a type your mob sort nearest health. So this is like when you hit the boss, its boss bar, it actually goes down. It's pretty cool. Our next thing, that's the boss preparation stuff. I also recommend having a command block that kills it and a command block that spawns it. Some command blocks don't work, so yeah. Here, those are just tests. They aren't important. What is important though is this ones. They are very important. So it's better. Removed clowns, 1 second. Okay, so our first attack is that damn souls, I called it that. So this attack is he summons mobs. Like there's execute at self at all names Kaiser run execute core dummy boss health matches dot 500 unless block reds like if there's a block above it that is Minecraft red stand. I used the red sand, so in some abilities it like turns off this ability. Like there are some phases where he just flies up and you have to kill his minions or destroy his end crystals, so he doesn't spawn zombies at the place where he is. Minecraft red sand run scoreboard players at dummy attack 1. You should also create a dummy scoreboard for like every attack. So it's every attack has a cooldown or a trigger. It's a lot easier like that. So yeah, this just summon stuff. This is just the trigger for the attack. The actual attack is here. This is part of the attack. He just says something and Jason. That's like Intelra. So it's a lot like boss text. Here he summons the zombies. Blah blah blah. Execute us at all names. At entity. Everyone. Bro, I can't talk. And everyone name your boss's self. At everyone your boss's self. Scoreboard dummy attack 1 matches 400 or 405 run summon Minecraft zombie at his location, and here's just some stuff like how their name stuff. And the last one is so it resets the attack after a while. Execute us all everyone name your boss self. I've scored dummy attack 1 matches 2000. I made it 2000 because I don't like it where I get overrun by mobs, so it's a bit more nerfed. You can make it whatever you want. Heck, this attack can be whatever you want. This is just my attacks. Run scoreboard players set dummy attack 0. Also, yeah, these are all conditional. Oh yeah, and for some attacks you have to make them either a conditional or unconditional chain command. So you gotta test around sometimes. This is the second attack. He just execute us at everyone. Boss name. Run, execute. I've scored dummy. Boss health matches 500 unless block Minecraft block like if it's above Minecraft red sand. Run scoreboard players add dummy attack to 1. So this is the second scoreboard. This will just add like a number to the scoreboard, so it actually starts counting until the attack gets triggered. This chain conditional command. Also every chain command has to be always active or else it won't work. This is execute as a name. Sky, like the boss name. I score dummy attack 2 matches. Whatever number you want. Run, teleport at everyone. Name Skyzor, blah 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 blah. So those are the coordinates he teleports to. Like when he like goes up, and you have to go on these platforms. Yeah, that's the attack, and he summons damaging potions, lingering damaging potions. Yeah. Then we have the Telra execute at all everyone name your boss name. I scored dummy attack 2 matches 500. Run Telra at all distance 220 whatever you want. For this there's you can use either MC Stacker or Minecraft JSON. This is just a JSON message. This Telra messages are JSON because they are like, you can customize them however you want. That's called Java JSON. I forgot how it was. Okay, this is the potion. You can customize it however you want. Execute at everyone names your boss name. Run summon area effect cloud below him. You don't want the cloud to be above him because then it won't affect the player. It will just be under him directly or at him, and that will probably heal him and like do nothing to the player. So I made it a bit lower, so it's at the lowest place in the arena. Radius 20. The rotation, blah blah. You can now customize this on the MC Stacker, as I said. MC Stacker. 1 second. Aha! It was MC Stack. Bro. My spelling. I sometimes question my spelling skills. There we go. It's called that. I guess this. What? I don't remember. There's probably some error I made. But weird. Oh yeah. And also, this is not like you can just remove it. This was a mistake. I just don't want to do more work. You can remove this, you don't need it. Oh yeah. Execute as a name. Skyro score dummy attack 2 matches 601 unless entity Minecraft End Crystal. Run teleport Skyzor minus 2 1 like the coordinates you need. This is just so when there's the End Crystal, it doesn't just teleport him down. You have to kill the End crystals, then you can actually bring him down. And it's just the reset of score diamond matches, blah blah blah. You can just reset. So just like the one here. Yeah. I also recommend having things that reset all your scoreboards. It's a lot easier just to reset them. Meteor Slam. This one is my favorite ability. He just summons stuff. This will be a bit long to explain, but in short, it's the same here. Execute as a name. Your boss name. Run execute. I've scored dummy. Boss health matches. Dot dot. 350 unless block above it is a red sand. Run scoreboard players add dummy attack. Like this is the third attack. You should make a dummy scoreboard for every attack one. You just make it like this. Like this. So now we have where he actually teleports up. Execute as boss name at boss name. I've score 1 second. I've if score dummy attack 3 matches 100 to 1100. Run teleport or everyone boss name and where you want him to teleport. Oh, also I set up barrier to the place where he teleports so he doesn't fall down or so he can get hurt by players, you know. This is where he teleports, and this is the fun part. He summons fireballs that come from the sky and directly down, so it's actually cool. Execute us at everyone. Name. I've scored dummy attack 3 matches. Number whatever you want. Run summon fireball. To the coordinates you want it to be summoned. Then you can use MC Stacker for the rest of the thing. I just made his explosion power a lot bigger. And yeah. I also recommend so the boss is actually fair to add like particles like this. Execute at the boss name. I've scored dummy attack 3 matches. Whatever. Just make it so it lasts bit like some ticks before the attack. Run particle, Minecraft Angry, whatever particles you want, and this is just the place you want it to be, and the blocks and stuff, how long and stuff. This is how long it should last and how many there should be. So repeat this over and over and over and over, like it's literally the same. It's literally the same, just on different coordinates, until it ends. You just reset it. And when it ends, make him teleport down. This is the attack I used. Our next attack is Terror. This is also one of my favorite attacks. So he summons like 3 elite enemies that you have to kill. And the cool thing about them is you have to kill them for him to come down. Yeah, also I'm working on a boss that I'm coding with a plugin, so that will be also very cool. It's not done yet. I'm still waiting on the arena to be finished. He has some attacks and stuff. Anyways, this is the same. Oh, this is a bit different. Execute as blah blah blah. Run execute I've score dummy. Boss health matches 250 like that, because my boss has 500 health. This is just the half health for him. Unless dummy half health matches 1. Run scoreboard players at dummy attack 4. So this is a bit more complicated. What is the half health here for? You can name it whatever you want. I just named it so it's easier. It's so it doesn't cast the attack again. You may ask, but if you don't add thing, a resetter at the end, the attack won't cast again. Well, you're right, but this is also good for other stuff, so just put it in. Run scoreboard players that, if you want like health based attack where when he gets half health he does something like this. It's more of a phase. So if half health matches 1, run unless half health matches 1, run scoreboard players at dummy attack for 1. This is another attack, like another scoreboard dummy you will need. Next, she just teleports up. I've scored dummy attack 4 matches, 1 run at the place. Now this is the Terra, blah blah blah. Now we have the cool thing. I've scored dummy attack 4 matches, 1 to 80. You can do it whatever you want. Run particle. Soul Fire Flame. You can make it whatever you want. I just made it Soul Fire Flame, so it's cool. And again, how many there should be, how long it should last, how long one particle should last, and how big it should be. This is where he summons his minions. Execute set names. Kaiser Fed attack 4 matches. 80 run summon skeleton. It's just the same for all minions. You can like customize them as you want. You can use MC Stacker because this would be too painful to make it yourself. You just copy the code, like the command, and yeah. Command block generators are very, very useful. And this for the other. This for the other. And once say I'll die, scoreboard players dummy half health 1 set. So this is also very useful. So you set the attack to 81, so it doesn't like cast again. You can make it cast again if you want. You can make it. I just made it so it doesn't cast. And this is when this attack is casted, for the other attacks to not work. This is also cool. This is like it summons execute that name of elite enemy name. Run summon area effect cloud at the place where the enemy is. Radius, however you want it. Always active. Repeat command block. It's all for them. You can make it whatever effect you want. By now you should know every attack. This is just this is also so he teleports once. are killed. Execute at everyone named Boss Elf. And score dummy half health matches 1 unless entity at everyone name. This is just the entity names. Unless name terror. So if he doesn't detect this entities anymore, he will teleport down. So at everyone name elite enemy name distance. You can have it whatever you want. Unless entity, like unless this entity, run scoreboard players at dummy attack 1. Execute us at everyone as every at entity. Man, I'm either stupid at spelling or just bad. I have skill issue, I'm telling you. Anyways, at everyone name boss name F scorer dummy attack 9. Okay. How did I say attack 9? There's literally 4. What? Anyways, let's commit 4th. Attack 4 matches 100. Run teleport at everyone named Skyward, like at the like in the arena again. And this is just nothing. So yeah, by now you should know how to make attacks. This is a scrapped attack that isn't fully finished, but I still used it. This was supposed to be a bullet hell, but the problem was it was just too much. But for the plugin boss, I will add a bullet hell phase. This is like execute at boss health, run executes F score dummy, boss health matches. There you like this. This is like water. I don't know. It's just below 200. My stupidity. I sometimes question myself. Anyways, whatever you want, what health it should like trigger. This just thing. Unless block red sand, so it doesn't trigger every time. Run scoreboard players at dummy attack 5. 1. Execute as score dummy attack 5 matches. Run particle enchanted hits around him, so it's like he shows that he will paralyze you. 13. And this is just the effect he will give you. He'll give you like execute at I've scored dummy attack 5 matches, whatever number you want. Run effect give at all distance 8 Minecraft slowness. I made it so it's just for all effects like this. Slowness, blindness, and yeah, that's it. And he also summons a phantom, just an extra to make your suffering more miserable. Executed name boss health score dummy boss name score dummy attack 5 matches. That number, run summon phantom health, whatever you want it to be. And it's just the Telra executed name. Skydrive score dummy attack 5 matches. Whatever number you want. Run Telra at all distance 30 text. I will make sure your death is slow and painful. Just boss text. It is just so it resets like every other attack. Oh boy, oh boy. This is if you want to add a bullet hell, this is a way you can add it. Execute as everyone named Skyzor. Run execute. I've scored dummy. Boss self matches 50 or whatever number you want. Unless score dummy final phase, that's another true or false statement thing, so it knows that it's in the final phase. Matches 1, run scoreboard players at dummy, attack 6-1. And this is execute as name Skyzor, score dummy, attack 6 matches 1, 2, 300 and run 1. Run teleport Skyzor the coordinates you want him to be teleported to. These attacks are fully customizable. We can make them whatever you want. These are just the attacks I chose. And here he just summons some choker bullets that like want to hit you. Execute as everyone named Skyzor, score dummy, attack 6 matches 8 whatever number. Oh, also the number is so it summons these choker boxes during that time. Run summon choker box 205 target. If you want the choker boxes to actually be normal and stuff, you should like add an layer UUID or something like that. You can also check that. You can also find that on MC Starker. You can find either UUID for every mob, for every username. For mobs, you just have to use the data command in game, or you can also use whatever command block generator you know. Command block commands generator. There we go. You just make it so it actually does damage to me and blah 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 blah. It's nothing actually. I just -1, so in what direction it should go. And I repeated this for like oh very long. And just warns which places you should go to not get hit. And this is also for the second. Like literally all the same. And this is for the other direction. You can make it last as long as you want by just changing some numbers. And here goes my most favorite attack. I call it the crystal attack. It's really not an attack, it's just a phase, but I call it so. Here, let's go. This is my favorite attack. Let's go. Execute as name boss name. I've scored dummy boss elf matches 50. Run scoreboard player dummy crystal 1. I named it crystal so it's easier to know which. So it has 3 crystal phases. Like first time you break his crystals, then you bring him down a bit health, then he goes up again, and then you bring him down attack, and so on and so on. You can make as many crystal phases as you want. You just have to make more dummies and repeat these commands. Here you just summons the executors boss name of score dummy the crystal 1 matches 1 run summon and crystal -2 to 7, like the places you want that crystal to be summoned. Oh, and this is the very important part, where the beams should be targeted. Make it so it targets the boss at all time. It's so it has better effects. Man, this voice cracks. This is the Telra This is another crystal, and to another location, another crystal, and he just summons the skeleton shrub. This is the same for crystal 2. It's the same, literally, it's the same. You can make it, customize it as you want. This is the crystal again that he summons for crystal 2. This is the Terra. Crystal, and crystal. Oh yeah, also it teleports him up. I forgot to put it up here, so I put it there. This is also for crystal 3. It's literally the same. Oh, and this is last stand. Once he's really out of options, he will go insane. It's like if the boss wasn't hard enough. Now it's the boss on steroids. They just execute us. Character score dummy, boss of matches. Run scoreboard players out, dummy last stand wand. We have the Terra. We have the effects. We have speed 4, strength 2, and this is the death animation. So when he dies, he does like these explosions. Yeah. Execute us. Names. Guys are score dummy, boss of matches 5, run scoreboard, players at dummy death 1. Execute us. Nice Kaiser. I've scored dummy death matches. So 1, run Terra. This is not the end, blah blah blah. Normal boss dialogue, and this just teleports him up for a long time. He does the sound. This is also the explosion. Oh yeah, the sound, I forgot. Here's execute as name Skyzor. I've scored dummy death matches, whatever. 1, 2, 3. Run, play, sound, entity, wither, death, hostile, at player. So this is where if you, in what category it should play. This is then, so it kills it. Execute us. Other names. Guys for score dummy death matches 1. Run, particle explosion. And yeah. So this is it for the text and stuff. It was actually pretty cool. Oh yeah, I also made a custom set. It's pretty easy, you just give a modifiers to some items and that's it. So I hope you liked the tutorial. I'm sure it was a bit hard to understand, but I hope I helped all of you. And yeah, that's it. Also, if you watched till the end, like, wow, thank you. I'm working on another project. It's an boss again, but made with plugins, so the quality will be a lot better, because plugins are a lot easier to code with. So yeah, this is it. I hope I didn't forget anything. If you have any more questions, ask them in the comments. I would be glad to reply. Oh yeah, this didn't work, sadly. Pretty sad. I wanted it to make it so while the end crystals are alive for him to heal, but didn't work. There was probably a way. But yeah, that's it. This is it. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next episode. Bye.